Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Factorio Space Age. We are trying to pick up where we left off last time. I think last time I left you guys off, I had finished some of the mall, or was working on the mall, or something like that. Did I get attacked at the end of the last episode? I don't remember. Either it was at the end of the last episode or after the last episode, I got pretty heavily attacked. So I had to go deal with that. And as part of dealing with that, I actually died. And the reason I died is because the electric wire that I ran out to the base to put my little lasers down, apparently I didn't notice there was a gap in it. So when I put the lasers down, they didn't fire. And I'm like, just assuming I could stand near my lasers and they're going to fire. And I'm like, what's going on? So I died. And I had to fight my way back with basically nothing because I hadn't built everything back up yet. It's part of the reason why I have 2 submachine guns and some handgun in my inventory right now, because I just fought my way back and was finally able to recover all my stuff. I believe I got everything back. Oh, I didn't do that. I wanted to look at you. Yeah, I think I got everything back. We might have lost some robots. I probably need to get some more logistic robots, things like that. And we got some laser turrets that need to be repaired, things like that. So it was a fun experience. Let's just say that. But we got through it. And now we got to focus on red circuits. I mean, red needs to get done. I think I'm going to try to put it around here, although I just realized there is a cliff here. I want to keep just using my little robots to get rid of some of these things for right now. This cliff here is going to make things... It's not impossible because you can belt through the cliff, right? But it's going to make things a little bit not super cohesive. Also, I had a lot of trouble finding a really good red circuit blueprint. I know there used to be some, but I just really couldn't find a good one when I was looking around it the other day or earlier. So, not earlier, but just like literally just before I started the recording. And so I'm going to try and do something else, I guess, instead of doing the whole pulling it from a blueprint. I like the blueprints for the mall. I think that's really great. I think I'm just going to have to come up with my own blueprint for the red circuits. And if it's not perfect, it's okay. Not the end of the world, right? Nothing has to be perfect here, right? So that's kind of where we're at. I'm clearing out some of this space just so we can have some space to work with. Because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run red circuits here. And they're probably going to have 4 of them run right here, southward. But I might still find a way to put 2 of them, just 2 lines maybe going up to kind of fill in some of the gaps of some of the things that need, specifically the mall that needs red circuits and stuff like that. So that's currently the plan. So really, let me back all that back up. What do we need for red circuits? For red circuits, we need over here. We need 4 copper cables, 2 electronic circuits. Electronic circuits we get from here. Plastic we can get from there, so I can just feed that in just from the belt. 4 copper cables though. 6-second crafting time. And then on copper cable we make 2 every half second, which means one of these can feed, so every 6 seconds we will have made 12, right? No, 2 per sec, 4 per second times 6 seconds is 24, and they need 4, so that should be 6, right? I thought it used to be 8 red circuits can be fed by copper cable, but if I'm doing the math right now, it is actually one copper cable goes into 6 circuits. It's possible they just changed the ratios and things like that, so that is not a problem. There used to be a blueprint that did something like this, and then it would put like red circuit stuff around it. Maybe it was always 6. Maybe I'm misremembering the shape. I thought it was an octagon, but maybe it actually was always like this right here. And then because you could then, put some little things here to just feed out from that. Now we have to get copper cables into this, which not the easiest. Plus we got to get all the other things around it. It might just be better just to make it a line and go from there, to be honest. Just belt it in a straight line, something like that. And we can just add to it as we need to. So let's Let me just get rid of all these. I'm just going to kind of put it out here. I'm not going to actually, that way we can pick it back up later and play with it. So we're going to do this. This will be the copper cables. And again, we're going to bring in green circuits and plastics directly into here. So we shouldn't need to do that. And this can feed, like I said, I think it should be able to feed 6 red. So this will all just be red. And then, I guess we feed out through the middle. Is that how I want to do this? I know we're working on red belts right now, but I'm just going to kind of mock this up in yellow and we can always replace it later. So we feed this out through that. And these are very slow. So these actually don't need anything crazy fast on this side of things. Feeding in, it needs to pull in, how much? Let me just remember. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 every 6 seconds. And these swing every second or something like that, right? Oh, we're going to have to feed off 2 different belts anyway. So I actually think we can just do yellows and reds, right? Coming in. Because let's do yellows down the middle. We'll just do reds kind of alternating here. We'll just put those like that. All right. So something like that. Red, does it move faster? Yeah, it moves a lot faster. This actually isn't quite 1 per second. It's 302 degrees per second, which if it has to go full 360, then it would be a little bit slower than that. But it can carry a little bit more. It can carry 2 stacks. So anyway, I think this will work. We'll probably put, because the red seems to be a little bit faster, we'll probably put the bulk of it on the outer one and just put one thing on the inner one. Maybe something it needs the most of. Just put the copper cables on the inner one. That would be fine. We do need to feed copper itself in. Actually, what we want to do, I think, is this. I'm trying to kind of work through this. We want to feed in copper plates themselves, feed out the copper cable, and that will just go the rest of the way. And I think we can kind of weave in the copper in some way. So let's just say we did something like, this is the copper going out that, or copper cables, right? The output needs to be faster, so we need a blue for that one. That's fair. Let's get us some blue, and I could probably request these later, but for now we're just gonna grab some. Not a big deal. All right, so we'll this needs to go out very, very fast. The in, I think, is still fine. And what I want is you to have basically copper coming in here, something like this, going on along the outside there. It's a little dip there where this thing is going to be the other 2 things. Okay. I think that works the way I want to. Let me just make sure I request everything. Why are we not? No group assigned? What does that mean? That's not what I wanted. Aren't we requesting these? Logistics request. Oh, did I disable those somehow? There we go. I don't know if I meant to turn those off or not. Alright, so we'll get some of those delivered to us because we're standing in, obviously, right here next to us. So, that means, let me just use this as a blueprint then. Okay, never mind. You're just going to try and put it down. That's not really what I meant. That's right, we got some builds now. You're going to run along here. And that way, if we have to duplicate this, we can just dip in every time we need to duplicate it. I think that'll work. Then we can replicate this on the other side. But we're probably, if we replicate it on the other side... Trying to think of how to do this so we have more outputs. Because we're going to need a lot of red going on here. I want to have multiple outputs of red. Probably what I will do is plan on having like 4 going back out somehow. Not exactly sure how that's going to work out. And so that way we put this other production on this side over here. And the ones in the middle will, we'll probably just do like a little merger thing, right? So our typical, I don't think it messes up that if it's there, it does it. We're going to do the merger though. We probably want to do it after. And that makes a little bit more sense because this will be part of the pattern. This will be fine. Where's our little merger things? I shouldn't know this thing by heart by now, but I think I do kind of know it. So it's that, and then this is the part I don't remember. Let me go find one up here. Don't we have one somewhere? Nearby? Maybe not. I mean, I could just make a blueprint of this because it's something we're going to use all the time and I don't really need to think about it. Should be told I probably should just do a full kind of rebalance of these along the way every once in a while. There we go. So there's one. Let's just grab us new blueprint for you. Yep. I had that a little bit off. It was close. Definitely hit a little bit off. I think some of these were going northward and I was running against them. All right, we'll do that and we will start it. I think there is fine. Well, I mean, it's overlapping a little bit more than I probably wanted it to. I'm actually going to call it here. Is it shift to force it? No, it's, what is it to force it? Let me just tear you up. I might just need to put a gap here or something like that. Not overthink it too much. Where did it go? I'm gonna try to put it there and we'll figure out how we're gonna plan out the rest of this. All right, for now that works, and then we will do that, and we'll get some power poles in here just so we're covered on all of that. Trying to figure out a good way to where you can basically grab this and say, okay, repeat this forever. Well, actually, this one's the output, right? So that one doesn't need to go any further. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't need to go any further. These ratios are exact, so I don't have to worry about where it stops here either. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to do with this. I think we can just grab this blueprint right here. And what was the way to flip it? It's not R. Is it Shift R? No. I don't remember. Control R? I forget how to flip these. Let me look it up real quick. How to flip blueprints in Factorio. V for vertical shift or flip. So we'll do that. And now this one can just plug in right here. Did I not grab the electric poles? Oh, I didn't put one on the inner side. So let me just do that real quick. Let me go ahead and connect these up just so I know that this is going to work. I can see which ones are not connected. I don't mind using these bigger poles. It's not a big deal. Okay, something like that. Now we can grab you. Poles and all. Vertical flip. And you just plug in right there. I'm sure I'm missing something. Maybe I should have kicked this thing off before I got it rolling, but I think it's mostly okay. I being that they feed onto these outer ones, and the inner ones will just get filled up from the ones further down, right? So now let me just grab the whole blueprint and see if I can just copy it one more time to the right here. There'll be a little bit of a gap if I want to keep that stuff there, which I guess is not the end of the world. It's a little bit inefficient, but we can make that work. All right, and then we just need to connect these because these are not perfectly connected here. That's not a big deal. This one does not need to be connected. That was the plan there. Just these outer two. All right. I think that gets us most of the way there. So now I think we just need to put some inputs in and see if this actually does what I want it to. So the outside needs to be plastic and green circuits, right? And I think we can combine those. Now we're obviously going to need a lot more plastic than we got right here. That is for sure. But for now, I think we can combine those. Not the outside. Sorry, the outside's actually copper. This is the one that's green circuits and stuff. So let's do this. Actually, I need to do it like there. Because this one needs to come around and be on one side of it. And I think I did one too lower than I meant to, but it's not a big deal. Let me just go and bring these down just so I know where these are. And essentially what needs to happen is you need to give us a little bit of a gap. Yeah, I did this in the wrong spot, I think. Gap needs to go here. Oh, one further back. So that needs to go there, because this needs to go here. Oh, wrong button. That needs to go there, so that thing, this can feed into the side of the one that's coming across here. Technically this will work. I did put it a little bit off where I needed it to be. That should effectively work. Does it only feed from one side? Doing it this way? I think it does, doesn't it? So probably what I want to do is do this. Don't get these flipped around wrong. Do that. So now it's... I think it still only feeds from one side, but I think it has the ability to feed from both sides. At least, right? I could be wrong. It may not matter. And then we can actually just back this one up. Just to make sure that there's no weirdness there. Probably was fine, but we're going to do that. All right, so that gets both of those going over. We need to get some copper coming across. Which copper's going to have a little bit of a trouble with this spot right here. Guess we can bring the copper one higher. I don't think that messes anything up there. All right, that gets copper coming in. And they actually should start making some, right? Because we got everything we need, I think. I'm sure I'm missing something. As long as it never has to wait, we're good. And as long as this one's on the end, get what they need here in a minute and never have to wait, we're good. We do have red circuits, finally. We're not doing both sides of the belt. We could fix that the little thing halfway through here. Let's see, how do we do that? We do that with probably need to move this. And we need to bring you out over down. Oh, not that way. I need one more gap. So I guess let me figure this out. That we still need to get the output, so you can go there, and we can put an electric pole. A little bit of a waste. If I move you over one, you'll cover both. So that would be our new blueprint. And that gets both sides covered. All right. So we do need to repeat the same on the other side. Which would be move you, move you, move you. You are going out that way. You're going out that way. You're also moved over. And I didn't think about the fact those would be moving. Obviously, we're going already. That makes sense, of course. And then you are going to that, and that. I think there's an easier way to do this, but it'll work. Actually, if I just grab you, this pattern here in the middle, then I didn't mean to do it that way. I meant to copy. I'm so dumb. Sometimes I'm really dumb, guys. I meant to copy you. Now I have to use the red one, not the blue one. That's all right. We'll fix it again. I don't believe I just did that. You go there. You go there. I don't remember where you specifically went. I think you were still in the middle. You were there, so you'd be close enough for that. And then you go there. Through there. Go up immediately. Dun, dun. You're going to go there. There. You're going to come down. And you're going to cross. Okay. So 3 and 3. Can't believe I just messed that up. All right, we're gonna try this again. Grab all of this and create and flip and just put you down so we can get this copied real quick. And then we'll grab the whole thing with the blue blueprint this time instead of the red, so I can copy it over to this other section. Actually, what I wanted to do, you know what? The reason I wanted red, because I was going to break apart this. That's what I was going to do. Because I want to get rid of this until I put the blue one down. I knew I was not completely crazy. You're going to grab all this to the electric poles, I think is fine. Great blueprint, and you're going to come here. All right. I think that gets us completely covered. We'll have 4 lines of belts. Now, obviously, we're not long enough to make it fully saturated yet. And of course, we're not doing the other side yet either. That will help as well. So let's go ahead and get some more stuff coming in. We're going to need a lot more plastic at some point. Let's go ahead and just get the copper first, so I kind of know where that's going to be at anyway. Alright. That'll get us the copper. Get that rolling. And again, at some point we're going to upgrade all this to like reds and things. And then you need to be, if I want it to look like that one, I have to put the plastics on the outer side, which is fine. I can do that somehow. Let's see, what's the best way to do that? Probably tilt you up. Something like that. I can actually just have the plastics coming in. Something like that, even. And we'll just have the green coming in from the top here. Because we can just branch off the plastics right here. Turn it around immediately. That gets the plastic on the outside. We just need to get green on the inside, which we can do from here. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll make it work. I don't know, something fancy there. All right, that gets us going, and that should get us at least, I mean, way more red circuits than we had before, because we had none before. And the general idea here would be that if it's possible, you are going to come up. Okay, so let me see how this is going to work. We want 2 lines, all of these kind of coming down here, essentially. So this first line is going to go here and head down. This one comes up here, heads down. These other 2, I think I'm going to split somehow, right? Because I want them to go north and south. Which means, weirdly, okay, so you would actually be the one on the left side going north and the inside going south. So we might have to do something kind of weird and fancy here, which is not a problem. You're just going to come down here. And then you're going to go to the outside there. At least get you started there. You are going to have to do something a little goofy here somehow. I might even just be like, don't overthink it. Just put a splitter here. An underground here. We get it around over here, and like this kind of circle around. It looks goofy. It's spaghetti, but it ultimately gets us exactly what I wanted, which is 2 lines going both north and south, but also, I mean, the majority of it going south, of course, and then that goes there. So 4 lines going south, 2 lines going north, and I think that will work. I'm probably just going to jump these through belts and stuff. Not mess with any of that right now. All right. I'm relatively happy with that. And of course we can grow this. So that's the good thing. The inputs are not currently starved. It really is just, the outputs are just very slow. So we definitely want to grow this pretty far. We'll have to make a little jump here and then can continue on from there. But that at least gets us some red. And some red more than what we had. So I'm just going to kind of try to run these. I might have to snake them in a few spots, but I'm essentially going to try to run these up to where, was it this one? No, that's iron. Where is the, don't we have red circuits on this somewhere? That's lubricant. Red circuit's right there. So one of you, probably need to bend you just a little bit here to kind of get past some of this stuff a little easier. Not actually that easy. Probably what I need to do is if I put a little jump here, I can snake through that. It's not pretty, but it'll get the job done. That one? Yes. So you... This is probably just easier to do this. I didn't mean to undo that, but that's okay. Oh yeah, I meant to underbelt that. It's okay. At least we have this one up here that I can remember which one's which, and we already know what it is now that we've put it down. So we'll put one belt there. I don't think we have to send any further north than this. I could be wrong. We might need some for science or something. And if we do, we'll just figure that out at some point. But for now, and we probably could have done this with one red belt to be fair, but we got the 2 now. That did not work. So, yep. You are going to have to be underground here. And you're going all over to there. So probably again you do that. All right, I think that finally gets us red circuits into this mall. There's quite a few things that needed that if I remember correctly. Quite a few important things that needed that if I remember correctly. We do need some repair things. Do I not have any? I do not have any. Let's make sure we're requesting some repair stuff. Where is that under? I'm sure it's right in front of my... Oh, there it is. Let's say we want... I think we're fine with like 50, aren't we? Apparently we can only do 100. I could type in a number, but let's just do 100. That's fine. Give me some repair things. Cool. I'm okay with that. We'll get those eventually. All right. I don't remember what we needed specifically for red that we were waiting for here, but we got it now. All is good. I mean, I know some of these things needed red, but they seem like... you're not actually running right now. Why? Is it because the reds are just not making it to you? Yeah, we're actually not getting enough red production coming in here, weirdly. It's just not enough. Yeah, it's just slowed down right here. Which is not a problem. We just have to increase this like a bazillion fold. we have to increase this like 20 times and probably bring in more of the inputs as we get further down the line. So for this right here, like I said, I think you can underground here, right? So if we were to, I don't know, just figure out the undergroundness there. You need to move up a little bit. Okay, something like that. And then you're fine up there. So we'll just do the next set a little bit, you know, push back a little bit, which is fine. At some point you can get rid of the cliffs, can't you? Like you can use dynamite or something. And at least the inputs are all going to be in line as well. So we're going to be fine there. Or not the inputs, the outputs. There's no cliffs there. Alright, so we'll just do another set here. And honestly, what we can do is we just grab the whole thing here. Presumably from here. No, not from there. From the splitter down. Including the poles. That looks good. And we'll just stick you over here. And I think we're covered. We're pretty good. Now, we don't have robots down here, but it's not going to be a problem. Let's just do that. I think that gets us covered. This doubles up what we got right now. Oh, well, we're a little bit over time. I'll let them finish building this. I'll probably get us another robot port out over here as well. But we're going to put a cut in there. At least we got red circuits coming in, guys. I mean, it's not much, and we definitely need a bazillion times more than this. Usually what I've done in the past is I've actually had entire train stations dedicated just to mass red circuits. And I still don't know if I completely like the layout as a whole, but we're going to try to make it work for a bit. And some red circuits better than nothing, right? Like you got to start with something, and then you can worry about optimizations later. So that's kind of the idea. All right, I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.